Pirates_1971 just redeemed mega_discord check-in. Justin Hayden_TLC has just attacked the Craic.
Well, salutations everybody. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand and delicious with you today? I hope that the Craic is indeed going beautiful for you all. How is your day going this fine Saturday, the 22nd of August 2026. I hope that you were enjoying it brilliantly. Justin, thank you so much for the biddies, my friend. It is honored and appreciated more than you know that you are willing to end up sending them on my way. Thank you so much, my friend. How is your Saturday treating you thus far? If you don't mind me asking, my friend, I hope that you are having a good day. I hope that all of the greatness and gumption of the world is coming to you today. You know, yesterday we seen a fantastic display from Arsenal when they went up against Coventry. I thought Coventry gave a good showcase of themselves, but we ended up having a fantastic display there. And today we get to see more football that's going along as well. And on top of that, we got to enjoy, relax, and see how the vibes end up coming. We're not going to do any advertisement, but we're going to end up trying our blood orange and mango drink as well. So we'll see how that ends up going. My first time trying something like that. So it should be good, it should be grand, should be delicious. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with it, Justin. Saying, how is your day going good is, you know, making sure that people think that it's a positive, so the day should be going good. So you're adding an extra category to that, my friend, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Also, Pirates, my friend, pleasure to have you come in. How is life treating you, my friends? If you haven't, send some love over to Pirates, another fantastic streamer, always up for the crack, always up for the gish, always up for the conversation as well, and it's beautiful to end up seeing it. So, what do we need to know about you, Justin? Are you a streamer yourself? Are you just a generalized
Hit him, knocked him.
Viewer? What type of stuff do you end up doing yourself, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not giving, it's not giving me channel points, but I'm from Pizza Party. Hey, the joys of it. I mean, at the end of the day, you end up getting those points anyway from me being a active streamer that's currently going there. So, you know, you can enjoy the crack that way anyway, my friend. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, you know. Thankfully, Pizza Party, the interaction ends up working that type of way. Fantastic experience for all involved, makes the growth happen and everything like that. What Pizza Mark has actually developed, I think, has been an astonishing achievement, and it's nice to see that it's ended up coming together, you know. So, you know, beautiful for that to end up coming.
Eternal A's just raided with 13
Eternal
views.
A's, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. It is an honor for you to have entrusted me with your community. Please let me know how the stream ended up going. What were you playing? Was it all going good, grand and delicious for yourself? Obviously, you've just finished a stream. If you need to run, please do look after yourself and do your post-stream care. For those that are just after coming in with the Ethereal, I am Craic of CraicAttackCentral, an Irish streamer from Ireland Vusavort, aka the Emerald Isle, aka Ireland. You know, Irish comes with the territory. Variety streamer, does a plethora of stuff like what we're doing today: Slay the Spire 2, Football Manager, Ark Raiders, Path of Exile 2, Shin Megami Tensei, and a smattering of others. So, it's an absolute pleasure to have you all in. Please, remember that it is okay to lurk, but should you want to chat, I don't bite. Unless you want me to. Thank you so much, Eternal, for coming in and sending people over my way. I genuinely appreciate it, my friend. How has the stream gone? Did you get up to much during it? Unfortunately, it didn't let me know. Hey, and did some Red Dead RP. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. To be here, the Old West is a fantastic way to end up going in. I don't know about the Red Dead RP, if it's as up to date in its modding capabilities as GTA 5 was, but genuinely anyone that's able to do any role playing I find honorable and beautiful, because being able to inhabit a world like that and diverging yourself into a character is just beautiful. I'm a wrestling fan, so it's something that hits my heart like that, you know? So, trust me, I understand it. I would love to visit Ireland one day. It's part of my heritage. It's a gorgeous spot, and we're always welcoming to absolutely everyone. There's an old adage when it comes down to Ireland and the specific constituencies you're in. When you end up going into a county in Ireland, there is a certifiable truth. They are friendly to absolutely everyone but someone from that county and Dublin. So, you know, my recommendation when you're coming over to Ireland, if you're doing it, is to come for 2 weeks, spend 3 days in Dublin, make your way up to Belfast, spend 2 days in Belfast, spend 2 days in Donegal, spend a day or two if you can in Sligo, 2 days in Galway, a day or two in Kerry, 2 days down in Cork, and finish off in Dublin again. That gives you the full length and breadth of the country. It'll show you the wild Atlantic way and beautiful elements such as that. So, genuinely, not that it matters, but I give Ireland my seal of approval. But then again, I'm living in it, so I kind of have to, don't I? But thank you so much for saying W Streamer. We're just stating the truth, seeing how the crack ends up coming, you know, keeping it alive and well. I'm learning so much more about myself after doing Ancestry DNA. I done it a couple of years ago, and mine turned out to be almost 70% Irish, with a very tiny amount of German, weirdly enough. Where are you spread across the globe, Eternal? Or are you constituted, like, is it something like a small amount to you as Irish and you just need to experience more of that? How did it end up coming out for you? And would you ever consider that yourself, Justin, doing something akin to that? It's an interesting way to end up looking into you. I know for a while there in the UK peninsula, Chris O'Dowd was doing a show. I think it was Chris O'Dowd. I might be getting it mixed up with someone else, but I think it was Chris O'Dowd was doing a show where they go around with celebrities and end up showing off their lineage and going down that way, which is just a genuinely an interesting thing to do. Until on one particular case, they ended up finding a celebrity that was so goddamn boring in terms of the lineage. They went back 15 generations and didn't find anyone of worth at all. Just farmers. So they couldn't end up doing anything with the episode. And then I think they stopped as a result of that, which is hilarious that could end up happening. So, I don't know how many of you have seen this game before, Slay the Spire 2, but this is what we're going to be going into today, whilst we end up having the initial 1 hour setup before United ends up coming around, but it should be good to see, and that'll be a nice little bit of crack. Well, I found that I do have more Italian, yet from my grandfather's side, on my mum's side, he is from Ireland. Seems there is still family out there we never met. My grandfather was a milady. Interesting. That's That's fascinating and beautiful to end up getting to understand. That's one of the great things when it comes down to it, and one of the scary things too, that everyone has expanded so much that we have family all over the place, and like, you're always a bit of a worry that you're going to end up meeting someone that you're partially related to. Like, there's the old phrase that the Irish are a bit of a problem because we literally expanded absolutely everywhere and bred like rabbits. So there's probably a bit of Irish in everyone at this point in time. But you know, you end up seeing how that ends up going. Brother, the transfer wire keeps going crazy every night on my feed. I think you mean, I'm thinking you mean in football, Pirates, or am I wrong on that? When you say transfer wire, what do you end up meaning? Because, like, it'll be interesting to see how all ends up going. If you're on about, like, the transfer feeds, as in, like, players being signed and stuff like that, there's going to be stuff coming in that's going to be fascinating, like United just signing Carlos Baleba, the deal for Savinho and Omar Marmoush coming true, and the kind of scummy nature behind the back of that. But, you know, interesting stuff that ends up working down. I always have to take a moment to breathe it in, enjoy the crack, and see how it all ends up coming together, you know yourself. Anyway, let's start this off. So the last time we ended up doing this, we ended up getting the Ironclad and doing well on him. So now that we have Tree on the Ironclad, we're going to end up doing the Silent again. It has been what we've been trying to do, but we've been failing miserably. But we're going to continue to do it and see how we end up going into it. The objective of this game, obviously, to make yourself up to the top of the tower. You know, have your map here, go up to the top of the tower, and make your way up here. Now, I'm a stubborn fool, and these elites here, you get a relic, which can improve yourself immensely, and bragging rights by beating them. So even if I can't do it, and the system and my build isn't set up to do it, I will try and fight as many of them as I can. So, you know, stubbornness, thy name is Craic, but Craic, you know, will run with the stubbornness. So in my particular case, the best route is to go up this way, then technically go up here, here, and then there and there. Problem is, I don't think we'll have the health, but we can still get 3 of them. So we'll see what ends up happening as we go through this. I don't think I've ever asked you this before, Pirates. Who is it that you support, if you don't mind me asking, my friend? That is not a good pickup. This already is a bad start. Oh yeah. We need to end up hitting the 2 of these and then hit that and just do damage and keep ourselves from being grand. So let's see what ends up happening. I think the best thing to do here is to just add the poison so that we're getting more damage put into us in the near future and go that way. So you know yourself. I do think that kind of the stuff that's happening with Spurs and City is a bit horse crap, because the Omar Marmoush deal means that if they end up going over 55 million quid, they have to pay money to Frankfurt. And I kind of think the Omar Marmoush Savinho deal is a situation of Spurs spending more for Omar than Savinho, and then playing the book so that it works, you know? But with all of that being said, my friends, just send some love over to the fantastic streamer herself as well, Mistress Minnie Wolf's Official, another absolutely unbelievable streamer, friend of the chat, you know, gas individual, always up for the fun, always up for the good times. If you can do, send your love over to her, because she definitely deserves it. How is your weekend going? Are you excited that it's just after hitting, my dear? I hope that all of your plans, all of your elements are coming together as you desire, my dear. Because, you know, it's always beautiful when things start clicking the right way for for everyone involved, you know? I'm just a girl. You're just a good girl. You're just a fine girl. I'm just the girl. I loved waking up at a reasonable time and not 6 bloody a.m. The joys of that, my friend. Trust me, I understand it. If I end up getting this job down in Galway, I will have the wonderful joy of, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, having to try to travel 2 hours every day for the first wee while to go down to Galway. So that means a 4-hour round trip. But we'll see, and we'll do it. Also, I'm from the community ship, so might see you more in the server when you stream. I mean, thank you so much, Eternal. Yeah, I do be in there every now and again with Cap'n when I can do. Up for the conversation, up for the crack there. It's literally just after being used in the game. Otherwise, I could bring on the community ship hat, and you could end up seeing it. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic spot. Cap'n has always been a good friend to me, and we'll see what ends up happening there. But it's a pleasure to know that you're part of a couple of groups, and that it's all going good, grand, and delicious. I'll have to pop in on your streams in the near future as well and see how it all ends up going that way. So, you know, return back to follow, see how it all ends up coming down. I mean, I have to get the job first, Minnie, before I can end up stating that I've got it. But, you know, we'll be optimistic and we'll see how she ends up cooking. Yeah, have an hour one way every day. It's screwing my sanity. So is that an hour to work and an hour home from work, Minnie, or a half an hour? Because either way, it's still annoying to end up doing that. But if it's an hour to work and then an hour back, it's just, unless you're able to get a good, an hour there and an hour back. The problem with that, the journey isn't the problem. Going the hour isn't the problem. It's finding something to do that's productive in that hour. Finding an audiobook that doesn't make you want to destroy your head. Finding a podcast of some description that might get you some elements. That hurts as well, to be fair, the fuel. It would almost make you consider getting an electric car, wouldn't it? Which is the problem with that. Yeah, it's horrible that ends up. But to be fair, Pirates, no, I'm wrong on that. You're not an American streamer. Sorry, I get my locations mixed up. Yeah, I don't think you're an American. I'm right in saying you're not an American streamer, because in America you're used to that crap. I was once talking to someone who turned around and said, in America, I was going to see my girlfriend, and it's only a short trip, 4 hours away from where they're staying. The joys of that. We manifest positivity for you. You've got this. Well, thank you so much, my dear. We will see what ends up happening there, and hopefully it ends up going well. We'll find out on Tuesday. Well, we won't find out on Tuesday, but we'll go down and experience ourselves on Tuesday and see how it ends up going. My friends, even though he is lurking, send some love over to the only man like myself that knows the difference between being a pervert and a connoisseur. Send some love to the American wonder himself, the top fan of one Mr. MLS, Senior Benekage. Send some love over to him if you can do, my friends. A gent and a scholar and a fantastic streamer. As much as I want... Yeah, screw it, we're taking the cheese. I was going to say, as much as I want the cheese, we probably can't afford to take the cheese, but screw it. I'm always being an ass, and I'm going to take the cheese, because the max health every turn makes more benefits in the long run for the damages you end up taking.
Are continental champions in South America.
But yeah, no, it's all good, grand, and delicious anyway. And it's wonderful to see clips like this from streamers where they're happy, where something good has ended up happening, where it's all in good, grand, and delicious mentalities. Like it's going to be for me, as I cover the brand because I ain't sponsored, as I'm going to try my wonderful blood orange and mango drink, and I'm probably going to despise every minute of it. But screw it, we'll try something a wee bit different. Just a tiny bit of... Can I cover it there? Yes. Because I ain't giving free advertisement to nobody. My blood orange and mango drink right there. Should be a bit of crack. No, it's bitter as hell. Wow, okay. Should have expected that. It's almost like there's no sweeteners put into it. But to be fair, it says there's no sweeteners in it, so... This is the Craic not reading. But it's all good, grand, and delicious. So the one thing about the silent when it comes down to this character is they're kind of based on a combination of a plague doctor and an assassin, which is kind of why they're called the way that they are. So in order to get the most out of the silent, it is either doing poison damage or just quick fire damage. If my normal viewpoint of playing the silent is I prefer to go with the shivs, so the assassin side of things, more than the poison side of things, because I find poison, the setup for poison, to be quite hard to implement correctly. Like, we're gonna win now because we have it down there, and it helps that in this game poison ticks before the turn of the character than after the turn of the character. But I'm still a Shiv fan, because if you get the right Shiv setup, you can be inundated with them, and the damage potential you can do is cracked, my friends. So we're going to see what we can do, and hopefully end up getting that mode down as we go up to face everything that's there. Upgrade. Yep. We might end up moving to a poison build yet, but we'll wait for now. It depends heavily on if we're able to get one particular skill, because that one particular skill helps an immense amount. It allows shivs to hit everyone at one particular point in time, and for certain enemies, certain bosses, it simply destroys. Like you'll see here, like, because of the fact that we have the poison up now, we're gonna get 3 free poison ticks on this book, as well as the damage that we're doing. So in this particular case, actually, we can do this on this slime back here, and this slime is just dead. So these 2 slimes are dead, so we don't need to worry about that damage there. So we can now do 2 defends here, because we don't have the proper setup yet, and this will be completely blocked from the leaf slime. See? So we're all okay. So, you know, there's great strategies that are to be implemented in this game if you're lucky to end up doing them. I ran the gun a wee bit quick there. Okay, 2 more slimes put into us. Weakness down, 8 damage there. Cool. So we might kill 6. Whereas 5, yeah, this kills good. Math, one of the things of this game too is it makes your math lessons in school feel a wee bit better, because you do actually need to be cognizant of what power you're doing, of what strength your damage is and all that. Otherwise you're just going to end up hurting yourself. Oh god damn it. Okay, so this enemy is a problem, and the reason why he's a problem is because he's a delayed starter. You have 2 turns basically to effectively kill him, and the reason you have 2 turns is because if he wakes up, he starts doing nigh on 20 to 40 damage a turn, and it is like damage cracked. So you'll see now when he actually wakes up what I mean. But thankfully we got the shiv, so we can do that. It's the Craic. Anyway, Webby, how is life treating you? Is it good, grand, and delicious, my friends? Send some love over to Webby, a gent and a scholar, another friend of the chat, member of the Nasu streaming team as well. You know, always up for the conversation, always up for the crack, always up for a good time. So send some love over to him if you can do, my friends.
Shame.
Webby _
Shame.
just redeemed shame on you.
Shame.
Shame.
Your knees for daddy.
Shame, shame,
Why,
shame.
Webby? Why are you shaming
Shame
me?
on you.
I
Shame,
don't think
shame,
I've done anything to
shame.
warrant a shame today. I
Shame
thought
on
I'd been a good boy.
you.
Maybe I haven't been. I thought I was a good boy today. But I mean, you know, to each their own. If you want to end up putting shame towards me, I understand it. It's hurtful, but I understand. Why are you being shamed today, Webby? What did you do to be warranted of a shame? I don't think you deserve any shame today. I think you're a good, grand and fine individual. So, I don't know. I think you're being harsh on yourself, Webby. I think you need to look into your soul and understand that you are absolutely brilliant the way that you are. And just move forward with knowing that knowledge. Much like I need to move forward with the fact that I'm probably not making it out of this fight. But we shall see on this one. Because this parasite has always been a pain in the arse for me. Mainly because this infection here bucks the head. On coming in just now. Why? I mean, you're coming into a stream, you're having a good bit of crack. Maybe I'm misunderstanding things, but I don't see where the shame ends up coming, Webby. I think we're just going to enjoy ourselves and see how the crack ends up treating each and every one of us, you know? Okay. Interesting. Let me try vertical stream on Twitch. Yeah, have a look at it. I think everything is running fine. There doesn't seem to be any technical hiccups occurring at the moment. So let us know, I suppose, if there are any technical hiccups, if anything appears to be wrong, my friend. Thankfully, it all seems to be good, grand, and delicious, and that's what we want to end up seeing for the moment. So thank you so much for checking that for me. I like your new avatar, PFP. It's something different for a bit. I don't know. White and yellow don't particularly mix as a color dynamic, but it's just something a bit different, you know? You know, there's always potential, you know, for change. So I figured, you know, I'll do something slightly different, make it look slightly nice, and let's see. And who knows, that might be the new 1 year sub icon afterwards. It's just something for a change for a bit anyway, Webby. You know, variety is the spice of life, as they end up saying. Well, as some people end up saying. DJ, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? You're damn right I'm looking good. I'm wearing and rocking the good old United crest here today as we get into our first game versus Hull, and the advertisement comes in for all of your wondrous desires. So we're just going to wait for that to end up finishing true before we continue on and see how the crack ends up treating us. In an hour and a half's time, United ends up starting their game versus Hull, and we'll see what ends up happening. We know that a couple of people have had their jerseys changed. Like Shea Lacey has had his number changed from 46 to 30. No, I think it might have been 41 to 36, or it's the other way around. We'll see. But a couple of interesting situations that have been added in there, and it'll be nice to see how the game ends up coming around. We also have no idea where certain people are going to end up playing, you know? So it's looking like they're just after giving Marcus Rashford the number 9. So that's not a bad old number for Marcus to end up getting. Nothing wrong with that. Shea Lacey's at 31, JJ Gabriel at 77, Benjamin Sesko at 30. So that's cool. Andrea Santos at 17. Yeah, couple of interesting numbers there. Yuri Tillemans at number 18. It's always great to see people get improvement on stream. Yeah, I mean, I try to end up doing as many improvements as I can do. You know, try to get the advice from people to see what ends up looking nice and, you know, implement them as time is coming, you know. Variety is the spice of life, and, you know, robbery, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Like, after being given the advice to add them things there, they have been added in recently. Soon-ish, once we're able to end up organizing it and getting a nice setup for it, we're planning in this generalized location here to end up putting up a neon CAC sign, although that will depend on whether or not we get the job in Galway. And, you know, we'll end up doing that. Yes, back in the day, myself and friend of the chat, Kickert, alongside Senior Benakage, played a number of rounds of Peak. I love that game. I think it's a very good game. I like what they've ended up doing with it. I have to get in and playing it again in the near future, Webby, especially considering the new update is after coming around too, and that could be a good bit of crack. I've heard a couple of people have enjoyed it, so we'll see what ends up happening if I get a chance to enjoy it as well. I have it and have not played it. It's very good. I will say there's a couple of things that I'm not a massive fan with. I don't like that depending on where the biomes end up coming down, there is one particular eccentricity, one particular goal that you can just not get. For example, if you're lucky, the desert can end up spawning, and in the desert is a second undergrowth area. In that undergrowth area, you can get the golden bing bong. You can't get that on days where it doesn't end up spawning. And even if the desert does spawn, the golden bing bong only spawns 25% of the time that the desert spawns. Which there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But at the same point in time, you know, just annoying that you have to deal with the random number generator before things end up working for you, you know? Oh, I love this song. Love this song. This is such a good song. But yeah, if you'll play some Hit Me Up, and I'll always go for time. Well, I'll let you know, Webby, if it ever comes around in my direction. I will let you know immediately, and we can end up organizing when we shall do the foray up the mountaintops to the peaks of Never Never Land and end up having a good bit of crack there, you know? Okay, we need to do that to kill you, and then this, and then do a cover on us. Yeah, you know, always end up coming down that way. But there's loads of those type of games that people will end up being playing now. I'm sure that now that it's after coming out and they're enjoying. Oh, am I still on big mode? Crap, thank you. Why didn't Game... Oh, you're not a moderator, that's why. Thank you so much, Webby, for ending up doing it. Pleasure to end up reminding me. I'm an idiot and sometimes end up forgetting, so thank you so much for that. What do we do here? I think you have to go with that and then kill him and just eat the 15. No. Yeah, I think you just have to eat the 15. Well, thank you so much anyway, my friend. Genuinely, I appreciate those type of assistances there, those types of little, you know, notices that I'm not paying attention to because I'm not, you know, not particularly professional at this. Even though I have it up on 3 screens, I still end up missing it, which is absolutely hilarious. Holy crap, okay. This enemy is walloping me into the ground. I mean, it's dead now, so we're lucky, but like the fact that we're at 9 health is dangerous. You could do else an automatic one. When you hit ads, it comes change to the screen and changes back. I could do. Though to be fair, normally I'm aware enough to end up changing it myself. Webby, it's just every now and again I end up missing because I tend to wait until after the ads end up having and then discuss a bit in this mode. Like I move over to this sometimes just to have conversations with ye. And I don't want to make it too automated in case I'm over in this mode and then I'm just talking to ye, we're doing something like I'm doing the squats and then just randomly it ends up doing that because people won't get what's ended up happening there, they won't end up enjoying it. I agree with you, and those type of little elements end up improving upon stuff like that animated wheel we end up seeing when advertisements come up, this thing. Like this thing here that we end up seeing, this, like that ends up coming on when the advertisements end up happening. So you know, normally, I don't manually knock that on. So you know, there are other things we can do to improve it. But you know, that's all the teething stuff you end up coming down. And sometimes I've been of the viewpoint, and maybe this is a stupid viewpoint to have, but I have been of the viewpoint that sometimes in life it is better to have inefficiencies, that sometimes not everything needs to be the most efficient, because efficiency can stifle creativity, can stifle moments, can stifle, you know, interaction and fun like that. So you know, I love how the name of the game segment is on your screen. Yeah, it goes. There's a good bit of effort into doing it. Like I have a lot of them. Like as you've seen before, we have Football Manager 26. I have Dark and Darker for when we were doing it with the Bounce. The time that we ended up doing Crusader Kings 2 right here. Although we'll never end up playing it again because the game's netcode will not allow me to connect with anyone. We have Helldivers 2 right here. Which is unfortunate because I really like the vertical one of that. Dead by Daylight, as we ended up seeing before. Daemon Ex Machina, which at some point I'll end up going back to that game, even though I enjoy playing it, but God, is the story of that not disconnected. And, you know, Marvel Rivals and a smattering of others, you know. The one that I'm really proud of that at some point in time I'm going to end up doing, because I plan on doing a Nuzlocke of it, is I plan on doing this, which is Pokemon Red, and like we have the badge down here on the actual screen there, and then it's not on, but we have PokeLink. So if I was to actually log on to the Pokemon, you can see the Pokemon that are active and the whole lot. So like, we'll see in the future when I end up doing that, because I plan on doing Pokemon Nuzlocks and elements such as like that in the future. As you've seen with the volleyball Pokemon game that I ended up playing, Beast Ball, I'm a massive fan of this type of crap, you know, RPGs and that type of fun. So we'll see what ends up happening with them. And the horizontal, you have Crack Attack, name of the game as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's why we end up going and finding the little logo that ends up having. So the logo that's underneath my image is there on the vertical one. And again, that's the case on all of the applications as well. That's the case on YouTube. That's the case on the two versions of YouTube. That's the case on Kick and the whole lot. For some reason, the timers aren't working. I don't know why. For some reason, my timers in Stream Elements aren't working because they haven't popped up once. And we've definitely had enough messages for them to at least pop up. Stream Elements there. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so I'll need to do some investigation later on and see why that's occurring. That's really annoying because, like, they're really nice to end up coming up and letting people know about the notices and the whole lot. Maybe I need to knock them off and knock them back on. So if I do this, and now knock it back on. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it now. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's see how things end up going for now. We're going to continue on now and get into another elite. Our third elite of this particular run. It's our big bird, Barandus. I don't think we're strong enough to beat this. So this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. I don't think we're strong enough to beat this, because he gets strong fast. Though, it does help when that ends up happening. It would have been helped a lot more if, for example, we had gotten the poison on the round before this. But we'll see. Okay, we're going to take 1 damage. Oh, no, we're not. Good. Beautiful. Covered. Neutralize anyway to do the damage, so we're down to 12. Cover ourselves with that and just do this. So next turn, we're going to be doing that damage. We're still taking 3 damage, but that's not the end of the world there. We want to keep enough health because we're not getting that big of a heal before we go into the main big boss. So we do that there for damage. Have to do our heals there. I think we have to do this now. Even though I prefer to keep it for the boss, I think we have to do that. Take the 6 damage. Yeah, because now we're on 24. That's what I was afraid of. Good, and we win. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 20 damage there. We're still up. The blood vial, which ends up healing us every turn as well. So we're setting ourselves up for an okay build now. And we're still probably, if we get the chance, parlaying over to Shiv instead of damaged. I hate this boss. Okay. Hit the survivor. So we got covered by one of them. I think we had to do that. Strength goes up. This is where this gets dangerous. We should, like, we don't... This is where the Shiv, the all-hit Shiv is really useful as well, because we can hit everything there. And we can't in this particular case, so we'll see what ends up happening. This is going to be very, very, very hard to do. But we have to do as much damage as we possibly can immediately to the priest. And kind of hope that things go well with everything else. Can we kill the priest before the overall damage percentile ends up killing us? It's a big question. And frankly, I don't think the answer to the question is yes. Now, I think... You're going to do 6, you're going to do 8. Are we better putting the weak on you? Yes, I think we're better to just do as much damage as possible to you. And just do this, because we're getting the poison onto you as well. So, good 23 damage being whacked on you right now. Yes, we're getting hit with a mighty wallop, but we're still alive there. Your weaknesses ended up meaning that we're just being hit for 3, so that's not too bad. The shrink is still in play, as is the vulnerability, but the vulnerability's gone this turn. I think even with this, even though we could lower that down to 5, I think we take the hit and just go with this and add the damage to the kin. Because there's a chance as a result of this that the kin, yes, dies next turn. Beautiful. So we've just won now, so that's not too bad. And that's where poison is immensely useful if you're able to set it up correctly. Like, poison works wonderfully well if you're able to set it up correctly. I wish we were able to end up doing discards. I've never done a discard build on this. I don't think it's actually that useful, so we'll take adrenaline. Though I don't think we're surviving this either. I have never had a good run with the Knowledge Demon. But let's see. Where do we go? So, 1 is there. 1 is there. 1 is there. 1 is there. 2, 2, 3. Okay. So now comes the equation. And the equation is 1, 2, and 3 empty spots, which leads to here 1, 1, 2, and 3 with the empty spots. So in this particular case, they're working. So what do you do? I think because we have money, we go with these 4 matches here, go into that, and then we get a heal, which gives us an additional heal that ends up coming down, and then we go up and we fight just the 2 of them. Alternatively, that then means we only have 2 elites. Whereas if we go this way, we have 2 elites there and an elite there, but it means we're doing 3 elites in a row without a heal. I don't think we're going to take the risk. I think we're going to go up this way. Yeah, I think we're going to go up that way. I'm not going to be too ballsy just in case I'm wrong. The Ring of Drake isn't actually that useful. Like, having the 2 extra draws is nice, but interesting. This card is played automatically at the start of combat. Do we have a card? Actually, yes, we do. No! I'll go back. Oh, you rat prick. The power can't be used. Oh. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's a mistake. Because we didn't want to do that. That's insanely annoying. I mean, it's useful that we get them anyway, so we're just getting a free 12 damage. But boy, is that annoying. Okay, do the adrenaline. So we have that there. We can do that to you. And now we can try and cover our weaknesses a tad. We didn't cover our weaknesses enough. Okay, the lineouts are out too for the United game. So now we're going to get a gawk. Who are we playing? What was your favorite game of all time? Was it Kingdom Hearts? Yes, Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically is my favorite game of all time. I love Kingdom Hearts 2 with a passion. I think it's one of the best game play formats that any game has ended up having. I love Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, but when I done the initial stream of Kingdom Hearts 1, I was like a duck floundering in water because I forgot how the start of that game ends up happening, and for some reason I got lost, which was daft. But I do plan on going back to Kingdom Hearts in the future and seeing what ends up happening. So the team that United are playing, according to this, Lemens in goal, Mazraoui, Maguire, and Heaven, which I'm shocked Euro isn't starting, but fine. Shaw, Tillemans, Santos, Cunha, Fernandez, Dogu, and Mbeumo. That's a bloody choice of a squad. That's a bloody choice of a squad. Wow. Okay. Rashford on the bench. Sesko on the bench. Xerxes on the bench. Manu on the bench. Lacey on the bench. Euro on the bench. Martinez on the bench. Delo on the bench. Darlow, our new goalkeeper, on the bench. Interesting. Interesting. We'll see. I have a friend now who likes Persona and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, no, I'm a massive fan of the Persona franchise. As you've seen with Shin Megami Tensei, I'm a massive fan of those franchises. I think they're phenomenal franchises. Both are phenomenally well done. I think the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei franchises are some of the best. Are some of the best RPGs out there, if I'm honest. Genuinely, I think they're some of the best out there. If you haven't played them, I do. Now, to be fair, one of the problems with Persona, and like it is a genuine problem, it's a problem people need to deal with, is the fact that it's a dating sim. Like, not everyone will enjoy the fact that it's a dating sim. And to be fair, that's 100% understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone is into the likes of a dating sim. I am. I don't mind the fact that there's that visual novel aspect of it that's connected up that literally makes it into a dating sim. Because if you were to play a dating sim, that's just what they're like. I like that. That's not everyone's cup of tea. But you know yourself. I need to play more games fully to mark them as favorites. Well, what do you think of what you've played? Would you count as your favorite, my friend? Do you have anything? Like, a game that's your favorite doesn't have to be your all-time favorite. Like, one of my all-time favorite games, and I am aware that it's not a good game, is Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity. It's an unfinished game, but I love that game. How are you doing, B-Man? It is a pleasure to have you in, my friend. Is the crack going 90 for you? I'm in an interesting mood now myself. United have just announced their squad for the Hull City game, and that should be an interesting kettle of fish to see how that ends up coming down. We'll be playing that in the background and just watching and seeing how United end up doing as things end up going, because as we see, my team of choice. But how is all treating you, my friend? Also, my friends, obviously send some love over to B-Man as well. Great streamer, always up for the crack, always up for the conversation, always up for the good time. You know yourself.
It's not wrong.
So yeah, send some love over to him if you can do, my friends.
So if we tame the mom, will the baby be ours too?
I think so.
Because, we need to share the love where we can share the love. We need to be able to have good, grand, and delicious times on these Saturday, on these dark, trying times.
So do you want to tame him?
Just enjoy it and see how it ends up coming together. Fun. Went to a couple of the World Cup games we had in Boston. Amazing stuff. Honestly, I think that an awful lot of people don't have this opinion, and I understand why they don't have this opinion, but I think America done quite a good job with the World Cup. I think America done quite a good job with the World Cup. You were able to avoid any big hostilities that would cause major conflict, which was very nice to end up seeing. Nobody really started any fights that some people were expecting to end up occurring. Everybody kind of remained civil. For the most part, it was an enjoyable time that people were just able to experience the cities and the whole lot. I genuinely think it was a good World Cup. No, maybe that's, stupidity. Maybe that's a level of optimism that the World Cup doesn't deserve, but it's my viewpoint. Also, are you from Boston? Are you from Boston? Or is it just that you happened to end up being there and that was just the place where you ended up choosing to watch it? I don't know about other cities, but we had blast with all the fans. They're beautiful. I know one of the big things that people were pulling the piss out of was the fact that everywhere the Scottish fans ended up going within the hour, I think it was almost the hour in which the Scottish fans arrived, they ran out of alcohol. I find that hilarious. Not surprising, mind you, but hilarious. Like, the Scottish are known for their overplaying of their hands. Well, let's just put it that way. The Tartan army drank all the beer in Boston, indeed. Which, to be fair, like, you just have to when you hear that. You just have to. Like, no, sorry. I can't do that justice. You just have to. You just have to give them a round of applause for that, because that's just a level of trolling and a level of knowing yourself and what worth you end up bringing to something. That's kind of insane, Captain, my bro, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you today? I hope
that the crack is treating you 90. we had a fantastic raid earlier on today.
_random_voice.
By Ethereal Easy, you know, from the community ship. So, love of the love being sent by the ship. And we shall return back to the mothership as time ends up going ahead. Out of respect to everyone's ears.
Out of respect to everyone's ears, I'm gonna refund you your points, Webby. I'm gonna refund your points and I'm gonna go back to this. But in general, we're not doing too bad, Captain. We're on the second stratum of this map. We are the Silent. We're setting up a fairly decent build for ourselves right now, so it's going well. We're not being too greedy. We're being greedy, but we're not being too greedy. We're doing a path that only has 2 elites on it. We've already beaten 3 elites on the previous floor. And we're just going down through it and enjoying ourselves. We have a half poison, half shiv build, because Craic can't use words. We have a half poison, half shiv build, and it's not going too bad for us at the moment. We're enjoying ourselves, you know, and seeing how it's coming together.
Webby _ can just redeem Shia LaBeouf.
But I suppose I should end up asking as well, how is your morning going, Captain? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? I hope it is. My friends, if you can do, by the way, send some love over to CC Captain 420, one of the recent Twitch partners that has arrived here, and genuinely deserves it. Always up for the good, grand, and delicious time. You were live late last night, big boy. So I'd say you're fucked this morning, are you? I was in there as much as I could, but unfortunately my social batteries were dead last night, and there was significantly too many people there for me to continue to converse and see how the crack was going. But it looked like it was a good bit of crack. Not too bad. I only had 3 drinks. Hey! It's not the quantity, it's the quality. And so long as the quality came before the quantity, then joys were had for all. You know, although, you know, I can't say anything. You know, myself and my best friend, you know, have been enjoying ourselves for a while. And, you know, his father and his father's father have been keeping me company for many a day. At some point in time, I'll go to a bottle bank and get rid of them, but at this point, they're part of the fucking scenery. I've ran out of horse shit to talk about. Oh, my liver has hated me years ago. My liver has hated me years ago, big man. My liver and me have had an abusive relationship for eons. Nick76 Lav, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious, my friend? I hope that I hope that this Saturday is treating you well. We're getting ourselves set up to watch Manchester United versus Hull in the background whilst playing some Slay the Spire, and just enjoying the crack as the advertisement ends up hitting us and the joys end up coming our way. Doing quite well, thanks. Well, that's a beauty to hear, my friend. And, you know, that's what we want to end up hearing, that the weekend is going good, grand, and delicious, that nobody has anything to really worry about. Yeah, we pause for the advertisements anyway, so that nobody ends up missing anything. So don't worry too much. You got a really quick ad, big man. No, we're going to wait anyway and let people come in just in case anybody else got locked into the ad jail that's lurking or anything like that, so you know yourself. But yeah, no, we're doing well. We're enjoying ourselves. We're playing some Slay the Spire 2. Have you played it yourself, Nick? Would it be your cup of tea? Would it be anything like that? Do let us know.
The _can just redeemed the slap.
You were playing Disney Dreamlight Valley? Interesting. How do you find that game, Nick? I find that fascinating because that's a game, and not an awful lot of people know this. That's a game that has a mountain of money thrown behind it. That game, the amount of money spent on that game is astonishing. I think it's almost north of 100 million quid was spent on that game, and it does not feel like it based on what I have seen. Yes, people enjoy it, and it's Disney's. Who gives a crap? They have more money than bloody Fort Knox. They didn't get away with it, you know. But it's still fascinating they were playing that. But it's a pleasure to have you in, my friend. Yeah, a lot of money was spent on it. A lot of money was spent on it. But hey, if it works, why not? Okay, cool. Thank you for the warm welcome. Oh, we get I mean this next statement with all of the warmth that it won't come across with. We end up having this level of reception for absolutely everyone, Nick. As we end up saying here, it's a pleasure to have you in. Lurking is encouraged, but should you want to converse, I don't bite. Unless you want me to. But hey, pleasure to have you in from Pizza Party. Fantastic bloody establishment there. The work that Pizza Mark and his moderators have ended up doing has been unbelievable. The amount of people that are in and around that community, like Webby, like CC Captain 420, like a smattering of others, Mini Wolf, and a smattering of others that were in earlier on. Genuinely unbelievable. There's so many people that you will find in Pizza Party that will make your streaming experience better. So get talking to them, get to learn from them, and end up going that way. There's eons of information there for you to grasp and expand upon, my friend. Genuinely, anyone that you end up getting there, have a look at. Like, there are tons of stream teams that are good on the system as well. Just keep an eye and keep contacting. That's the way to end up going. But I'm glad that of all of the streams that were there, you managed to choose my one, my friend. Huh. That's actually not too bad, the Bing Bong. By the way, Bing Bong is a peak reference for our dear Sir Webby there. There's your peak reference. That's what Bing Bong looks like. Although ironically, and quite funnily, this is Golden Bing Bong, not Bing Bong. So, in quite a funny state of affairs there, we're getting Golden Bing Bong being shown there instead of actually Bing Bong himself, which is very, very funny. It was Slay the Spire. It's so much fun to watch, to play and watch. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I took Bing Bong to the top once. I managed to do it once too with Senior Benakage and Kickert. But the thing we weren't able to do, Captain, was bring Golden Bing Bong up. We got Golden Bing Bong out of the desert and to the fire zone, but we all died in the fire zone, unfortunately, and we just weren't able to escape with Golden Bing Bong. So my next objective, whenever I get back into Peak, is to go and try and get Golden Bing Bong up. And bring Bing Bong up one more time. Yeah. Yes. Yes, and like they've added new stuff to it too. There was a recent content update in the game as well. But like that's all for a bit of crack. I played it recently, and the newer biomes are savage. Yes, they are. If you don't know the way around those biomes, they'll kick your ass really, really quick. And on some of them, certain things are required. Like you almost need an umbrella for the mountaintop with the sun, and that's just unfortunate. Beautiful. Also, Senior Duck, pleasure to have you in. How are things going? What's with your excuse me, my friend? You are warned that if things went well, I'd be live for the United game. So we're just going to enjoy ourselves and see how the good old Red Devils end up doing today. Hopefully it all ends up going good. It should do. I think we have a strong enough squad to vanquish Wolves, But you know, I've been wrong before. What's your plan for the day anyway, Captain? Are you doing anything exciting with your day? Are you doing anything good, grand, and delicious, my friend? Do let us know if you're able to. God, I hate that advert. What advert did you end up getting? Bing bong, excuse me. Oh, the joys. All of these are references to something, by the way. I'm not good enough at game knowledge to know where all of them are. To my knowledge, the blood vial is blasphemous. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. The Juzu bracelet is I think it's Sekiro. I think. Obviously, Bing Bong is peak. The Lucky Fish is that Chinese drafts game. You know, the one where you have the little baubles, you're driving them over the thing. I'm almost positive the Lucky Fish is in relation to that. I could be wrong, but all of these are references to games. I just don't know them. Well, not too bad. That's a way to end up going. I'm going out to play the One Piece TCG today. Happy out on that, my friend. TCGs are awesome. Like, card games are fantastic to end up being able to have the fun with when you're able to do it. I don't have the... How do I put this? I don't have the ability to open this fucker and actually spend the money on cards. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I wish I could. I just can't do it. I love card games. Recently in Ireland here, Flesh and Blood has started to expand as well, and that's a good, grand, and delicious time. Obviously, Magic the Gathering has been adding in a crap ton of Marvel stuff and stuff like that, and that's getting my soul. And what's worse is Magic the Gathering, we're talking about doing collabs with WWE, so, you know... for my money, but you know, you end up seeing it how it ends up going. But yeah, I've heard good things about the One Piece TCG, although I have heard it ran through a bit of unbalancing for a bit, where there just was a best deck. I don't know, I don't play it, so you'll have to let me know. I'll just say, Captain, if it interests you, I might be doing Marvel Rivals later on, if you want to, but that's no obligation or no worry. In my knowledge, Gloom, one of the most challenging biomes. Maybe. Again, I couldn't tell you the names of the biomes off the top of my head, sadly, Webby. I wish I could, I don't remember them off the top of my head. Didn't get lucky. Bollocks. Okay, fine. I think we do the heals now. Not one deck above all the others right now, as far as I know. Well, hey, again, just off of old school information that I've heard, I'm known for being wrong, sadly. So, so you know, take as with everything in life, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so we're up at 11 there. We're going to get walloped very fast by this centipede. I'm sure there was at one point. Oh, probably. Like with everything, every one of these type of games has that problem. Okay. This might be able to kill. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so you're dead, so we're only going to take 16 damage. By the way, the amount of poison we're dealing and one snippet is kind of bonkers. This is why they have bans that happen. Yeah, yeah, but then again, like, you like to see it. You like to see good TCG upholding, good balancing practices. It's kind of why, oh god, what game was it? It's kind of why it's hilarious when you end up seeing the likes of Marvel Future Fight, which is a game that I absolutely adore. It's a game that I play all the goddamn time on this. I've been playing it since it came out. It's why Luna Snow is my main in Marvel Rivals, because that's where she came from. Marvel Future Fight doesn't know what balancing is. It doesn't know. So what it does is it knows a character that they want to be particularly powerful, so they'll just release a weaker version of that character, knowing that the character can't do anything, knowing that people need to spend premium currency on that character, and use them as a scapegoat for when they release the actual proper character, so that people have ways that way. Oh, that's something unique they do. In lieu of a ban, it's you can play cards X with Y in the same deck. Yeah, which is interesting. So I think the way it was described to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pot of Greed is banned, but you could use Pot of Greed in lieu of a card of a similar value, and as a result of which it balances it out. So someone described it to me as Pot of Greed might be worth 5 cards and you'd sacrifice 5 cards to be able to use Pot of Greed. Now correct me if I'm wrong on that one, because again, I don't play the TCG, so I could be wrong. I could be going up the complete wrong spoot of that. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I just use that as the example because Pot of Greed has been banned since the day it was released. In fact, Pot of Greed is one of the most busted cards ever released in any TCG ever, because the ability to draw 3 cards, that's the original Pot of Greed, the ability to draw 3 cards, as you could imagine yourself being a TCG player, is cracked. As you can imagine yourself, like, you know, drawing is the lifeblood of any TCG, and it having the ability to do that is just nuts, you know? Though, to be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has also had the problem of it's never been able to keep up with what ended up going down. Oh yeah, like Ancestral Recall in Magic the Gathering. Kinda, yeah. Basically something akin to that. Although I will say, one of the things that I loved about Magic the Gathering is they ended up adding in Avatar The Last Airbender into Magic the Gathering, which is a beautiful little addition to end up adding into the game. Well on them for doing it. But they added in Magic the Gathering, or not Magic, Avatar The Last Airbender. And when they added in Aang has the ability to transform into the Avatar state. You can use other decks' transform activation commands to skip Aang's activation requests. And as a result of which, you don't need to have the 4 tokens of each element. You can just go and transform Aang, and it is busted. I mean, it's not easy to make the deck good, but you can do it. I've known people that have done it, and they've said that it's very, very good. They could also just be bullshitting me, to be fair. Like, that's the funny thing with Magic the Gathering. Like, Magic the Gathering is an interesting kettle of fish. Like, it's fascinating what they're doing with that goddamn game. And how they're willing to kind of, like, they're pissing off the fan base for Magic the Gathering something fierce. Because they obviously want, you to go back to not having collab stuff. Like, at the moment now, Magic the Gathering is 50%. This is an insane stat, by the way, but it's 50% collab versus like over 50% collab versus original content, which is insane. Also, we're fucked. We're absolutely... Oh no, good. was gonna say, thank God. I thought we had another one face. Shore, Roots of Tropics, Mesa Alpine, Cadvera paired with the Killen, Gloom paired with the Cathedral, and Peak. Wait a minute, Mesa isn't the name of the... Mesa isn't the name of the desert in Peak, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Mesa's where Golden Big Bong is. Didn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Face lawsuits when their spell cards were called magic cards? I think it was the opposite, Duck. I think it was when their magic cards were called spell cards. Because I think it was because quick activation magic was considered offensive. Or something like that. I don't know. I do know there was a lawsuit for that. I don't really remember how. I'd have to go investigate it, and who could be arsed doing that? Yeah, allow me to state. That mango, that blood orange and mango was fucking horrible. And that's why I don't end up showing the brand, because it means that I can end up berating the crap out of them for a shit product. Oh, god damn it. Anyway. Let's continue on for now. We are going to get up to the top of the second stratum now in 1 minute. Not a chance am I giving you. The blading is way too useful. The cunning potion gives us 3 upgraded shivs. No, that's actually really, really useful for us. Just take the gold. Holy crap. Okay, you'll have to bear with me now 1 second.
Webby_can just redeemed text to speech.
Okay.
Konami did not actually face a formal public lawsuit. Instead, they changed the English TCG terminology from magic card to spell card around 2003 as a proactive measure to avoid potential trademark or copyright conflicts with Wizards of the Coast, the creators of Magic: The Gathering.
You know, it's really funny.
Webby_Coon played text to speech for 5,000 channel points.
Because, obviously, that would have been before Magic: The Gathering was owned by Hasbro. And it wouldn't be the first time that something like that had been seen, because that's why WWE changed from WWF, because they knew a potential lawsuit was coming with the World Wildlife Foundation, and they just decided, you know what, screw it, we're not going to take the risk, and decided to change the name ahead of time. It also had a lot to do with the fact that Vince McMahon was goddamn insane and was under the viewpoint that it'd be significantly better for his corporation to be called Entertainment instead of Federation, as he was planning and did expand into movies. It's just the WWE movies are comedy say shite. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Apologies about that. Something was dripping behind my computer, and the last thing we want is that ended up hitting us. Also, greatest sound anyone can end up hearing. At least in my opinion. I love that sound. By the way, I hate this second boss with a passion. It is probably the easiest of the second bosses, but I hate it with a passion. But they still use both terminologies. I mean, yeah. Besides, people will do whatever the hell they want anyway, so you're never really gonna stop the people from doing what they feel, you know, or what they want, you know? Bollocks. Okay. We really could have used with the poison showing up now. It would be, if that would be a beer. I mean, to be fair, I agree. When it comes down like that, it's even better. But you know, it's still nice with this. Okay, cool. Although, oh, we didn't take it. Oh yeah, I thought we had. No, but that's a mistake by me. Big mistake by me. Anyway, we still have a bit of defense put up here. The poison has been activated. And let's see. We can go with the footwork here. Do a defense for ourselves there. Hit this. And then we go and we get these hits in. You're at 7 there. We're going to get triple hits on the poison. I think we take this now. Yeah, because it just hits 3 times. But we still have to be careful of the damage that's being done here. So we get you now, get this now, and then we dump you, and dump you. Hit that, do that. No! Damn it. We wanted that skill. Getting the shivs every turn is busted. Also, we're getting another make your decision choice in a second, so. Do that, do this. My favorite card is called Self-Destruction Button. Destruct Button. Yes! I don't know what it does. I seen it used in the anime once. I haven't played it to know what the lava biome is like in the new updates, Senior Webby. Sadly, I will get to it. Eventually, it will be Future Crack's objective to do so. We shall get there, but we haven't gotten there yet, sadly. So we will get there in the near future, and hopefully it'll end up turning out good, grand, and delicious. Adrenaline again. There's almost no downside to taking adrenaline. Ironically. Okay, so we have the sandworm. Ooh. If this is... Oh, no, I know who this is. Actually, this isn't the sandworm. I don't like this boss. This boss isn't hard. This boss is just annoying because you need to beat it 3 times. So we'll see what ends up happening here. If is large enough difference in life points, both players' life points go to 0 and it ends in a draw. I played it in the first time I played. Interesting, interesting. Hey, at least you were able to enjoy it, big man. We can go up there 4. Then we can get potentially 3. We'll see how we do. We're going to go up this way here to get the 4. And then depending on the damage that we have, we're either going to go up this way and face the 3 or this way and face the 2. More than likely we'll end up facing the 2, but we'll see. Gold, which you don't need, max HP. Yep, we're just going to boost up the max HP. And now I think we might actually be fine. Oh, these bollockses. Crikey. Okay. Okay, do that immediately. Do this. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Hit everyone. Good. Do the adrenaline. No! No! Okay, good. Oh, crikey, that could have turned out bad. The best feeling in early Yu-Gi-Oh is you don't want me answering that question, seeing you're up. You genuinely don't want me answering that question. Because early Yu-Gi-Oh to me is Yu-Gi-Oh Season 0. And as a result of which, it is nothing that ends up happening in any of the animes or anything like that. So you really don't want me answering that question. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! 0 is better than base Yu-Gi-Oh! And yes, that's a bad opinion. Opponent plays Dark Hole to clear the field, and you play Counter Trap White Hole, and it clears their field, not yours. Yeah, but that is so situational. Like, it's amazing when it works out, but that is so situational. It is so hard to actually get them with White Hole. Because you need to know that they're going for it. Which is, you know, beautiful on the whole lot, but still. I like how I joined in my friend's peak experience in the snow biome outfit, and yet I didn't have it unlocked. Hey! I mean, if you end up getting other options with people because they haven't unlocked, I like that. Personally, I like that. I like the idea of if someone in your squadron has it unlocked, that it's just unlocked. Personally. Maybe that's foolishness on my end. Maybe that's a mentality I shouldn't end up having, but it is how I end up doing it. If someone has it unlocked whilst you're playing with them, all people should have it unlocked. Because it's just artificial. It's artificial delay otherwise. I still have it on all the time. Oh, well, then in that case, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Because in that case, you've just been screwing the system. But I mean, if you're able to screw the system. Why the hell not? The Gaming Gardener TLC, thank you so much for the follow. You have now made me 570 followers. You have no idea how much that means for me, big man. It's all going good. And screw your Liverpool Football Club. Manchester United for the win. Though with that being said, I actually think Liverpool might have a good season. I am slightly worried about your defensive capabilities. I do think you need a defender. And it's unfortunate that Intechie isn't back yet. But we'll see what ends up happening. Like Jeremy Jacquet playing potentially with Virgil van Dijk will be very, very interesting. And Szoboszlai playing further back is another interesting thing. By the way, I'm saying this actually taking that LFG was Liverpool. Are you a Liverpool fan, my friend? Also, thank you so much for coming in. It is a pleasure to have you here at CraicAttackCentral. Don't be worried. We'll accept everyone becoming an addict, because why not? God, I love this song. God, I love this song so bloody much. If you are a Liverpool fan, by the way, you got blessed that your first game is against Newcastle. Brand new manager who's had half of his goddamn squad taken off him and completely demoralized. The joys of that situation. Games are like crack to me. Like, the football games are like these type of games, like Stay at the Spire gamer. Because to be honest, I understand it completely. I'm the same with both, you know? But like, I'm gonna really enjoy. I don't watch football. Fair enough. Well, then that answers that question. You know, that's the best way to end up going. At least you end up knowing. So, what type of games would it be that you typically end up playing, my friend? If you don't mind me asking. Is it Slay the Spire your type of game? Would it be... Because I'm a variety streamer. I end up doing everything that ends up coming out under the sun. From Shin Megami Tensei to Persona to Path of Exile to Arc Raiders. So you're a pew-pew man. So have you gotten your way into the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta? It does not interest me at all, the Modern Warfare beta, sadly. I wish it did. I wish that was the type of game that interests me with an iota case, but it just doesn't. Lady? Did I say something wrong there, or? Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta was downloaded in proper time. Happy out. How did you find it? Gardner, if you don't mind me asking. How do you feel about the fact that it doesn't have octodirectional movement? That's an interesting move to reverse Call of Duty movement back by 6 years and go from octodirectional movement to quad-directional movement, which basically means so to give you the example, in Call of Duty nowadays, if you're moving, you have the full accessible rotation of the stick. In your Call of Duty, you only really have your accessional directions like that. So, you know, you're kind of more strafing heavy. It's far more linearity in terms of the movement controls. There's not as much fluidity in the actual movement. I mean, it brings it back more that the shooting takes precedent, but I don't know how to feel about it. It's 50-50 split in likability at the moment. Interesting. And why do you say 50-50? What is it that you get? I've only played one game. Well, then that's the thing about it. You can't end up giving a suggestion on one game. So hopefully you end up enjoying it, my friend. Also, thank you for choosing me from the pizza party. It's a fantastic community that they've ended up making, and it's a pleasure to see more people interacting and having good times with the Gardener. Make sure to say hello to everyone you get the chance to do. We're all in this same pattern. We're all in here to try and improve and grow and become better. So have the conversation, see what ends up happening. Did a wood walk IRL stream this morning. Nice. I haven't ended up doing the setup for an IRL stream. I know you can do streams just on your mobile here, and Bob's Your Uncle Happy Out, you can end up doing it. I was in the Gaim today, so I could have done something like that then, but I haven't attempted it yet. Maybe at some point I might do it, but we'll see. I see you're a Zack Ryder fan with your broski. A woo, woo, woo. COD doesn't interest me whatsoever. I wouldn't even play it if it was given to me. I'd always give everything at least one go, Duck, before I finish up with it. Because you might end up seeing a diamond in the rough. Like, I wouldn't have played Slay the Spire 1 until I gave it a go and seen what it was like. Can we beat it? Fuck it, let's try it. I need this to go right. Give us the poison. 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 Bollocks. Bollocks. Okay. Yep. Up, you like it or you don't like it. I don't like RPGs much the same way. Well, that's the way about it. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that mentality at all. It's a perfectly fine mentality to end up having. It is 100% okay for you to be wrong, Gardener. You know, you end up having to deal with it. It's 100% okay for you to be wrong. We understand that you're still learning and that eventually there's a chance that you might end up improving and learning the ills of your ways. You know, we have hope for you. We will be here for you, and we will end up helping you through this trying time.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
On you.
Shame.
Oh,
Shame,
crikey.
shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
God, I made the bloody thing, and I love that so bloody much. Oh, we should use this, by the way. The best Vice City song of all goddamn time. No! We can't kill it now. We can't kill it now. That's so fucking annoying. It's so unfair. We can't kill it now. Oh. We had a chance. It was unlikely, but we had a chance if we were going to be able to knock down everything and get the actual thing. But yes, no, I shall teach you the errors of your way, Gardner. I shall show you the epicness of how RPGs end up working together. I shall convert you into the sainthood of people that like sport, and as a result of which football, I will make you into brilliance. Ooh. 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 That's disgusting. To be frank, anyone who values time should stay away from RPGs. You think that's bad? I play fucking CRPGs. I play grand RPGs. I play Crusader Kings, Duck. Strategy is the same across the board. Oh, hell it isn't. Oh, no, it isn't, Gardner. Oh, hell no it isn't. Oh, my God, no. Get anyone that ends up playing a Civilization game, hop them into a Warhammer game, and then hop them into Stellaris, and you'll know damn well, no they're not. That's like turning around stating that bloody Battlefield is the same as COD. I mean, having the ability to use strategy. Again, no. Again, no. Like, there's some of those cases there where if you hop them into that game, the strategy is just whoop, over the head, just completely gone. You just don't have it. I understand your point. I'm being facetious, but I'm not sure I agree. Holy shit. It would be that we'd be duplicating it for. I think we have to do the downgrade and hope beyond hope it isn't either the Infamous or the Accelerant that gets hit. Please don't hit either of them. It'll probably hit both of them now that I've said that. Well, it didn't hit both of them, but that's really annoying. So we need to upgrade you as soon as possible. Yeah, well, we lose the injury. That's hilarious. Damage profile wise, ironically, it is significantly more useful for us to upgrade that goddamn card than it is to get the relic. Weirdly, I normally wouldn't say that, but it is significantly more useful for us to upgrade this card than it is that. Agreed to disagree. It was a pleasure meeting you. All the best with stream. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Gardner. Please, pop in anytime you want to, my friend. Join the Discord there so that you know exactly when we're going live. And hopefully we end up crossing paths again in the future. Until next time, my friend, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Shlán go fóill. And as always, Póg Mahone. Adios, amigos. Have the best time away. Yeah, let's go up this way. I'm getting so unlucky on the starting goddamn formation. Where it's just not, like, I mean, there's 37 cards, it makes sense. There's 29 more cards that can end up coming, but it would be beautiful if the bloody card that we wanted ended up coming in. That's stuck in my head now. What's stuck in your head now, Senior Duck? What have I do? What have I done? What have I done that's stuck in your head? I did it, to be frank. Well, then in that case, shut up. Sorry. The Redeem. Oh, the Shame on You. Yeah. I mean, the best song of all time.
Shame. 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 Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
I genuinely think the Shame on Q is the best thing about that song. It's like, obviously it's literally just Shame on Quagmire, which is where the Q ends up coming from, but it's generally such a nice line to end up adding to the goddamn game. And for anyone that wants to know why the Craic ended up wincing in pain there, it's because the card that he was looking for vanished between his goddamn eyes. But we win anyway, so it doesn't really matter. At least I think we do. Do we? No, we bloody don't. Crikey! We made a mistake. That's gonna hurt like a bitch. Is my Spotify not coming true? That's absolutely hilarious. The entirety of this time I've been playing Spotify and it's not coming true. That's amazing. I'm only after noticing that now. I've had the 3 audio setups up and I didn't end up noticing it. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, no one's ever claimed that the Craic was an intelligent person. Ever, to be fair. Intelligence was not the Craic's forte, was it? I think it's the innate. The notorious is very, very useful as well, but I think it's the innate. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna get hit like a truck here in a second, but we kind of needed to. Mistakes are always made by the Craic, Senior Duck, but thank you so much for pointing them out. We both love and adore the fact that Duck is such an ass to us. The Owl Magistrate now getting a crap ton of damage put on him. Wouldn't it be nice if we had had this before now. I mean, of course it goes up when we can't end up using it. That's the second game in a row that's happened. But I mean, we're not in a bad position, so we should be fine. Not too bad, Senior Duck. I'll have a look at them at my earliest convenience. Let's have a look at them now, actually. Oh, that's adorable. You're right about that last one, where he's just lying down there, really, really cute. I think it's awesome when you're able to get good photos of your pet. When they're just there as the cutest things known to creation, and you're just able to have that affiliation for them, that joy, that beauty, that wonder for everything they end up bringing. I think it's spectacular, to be honest. So I would be proud of it, Senior Duck. I think you've done an awesome job with it. This would have went so much quicker if that death was coming through. Also, now time for me to start getting this match set up. So this should be interesting now. It's an away game, so like United don't have the joys of this one. Being in Hull could be a difficult situation for us, you know, being in the MKM arena. But I'm looking forward to it and seeing what ends up happening. I must say, the United red jersey is probably my favorite jersey they've had in a while. But we'll see how it ends up coming around as well. Ooh, we're against the Mecha Knight. Dangerous, 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 dangerous. Okay, let's do as much damage as we can with the shivs that we have. Because we don't have the retain or anything, so we don't really have a choice but to just do whack with as much damage as we can. Good. We're in a bad situation here. A very bad situation here, but we'll do what we can. Again, do as much shiv damage as we can. Would be significantly better if... No! God, that hurts so much when it does that. Okay, well, we already have him down by halfway, but the damage that's being done is nuts, to be honest. We're not in a good position at the moment. I mean, we're lucky in a way that this is the last one we're facing, so we do get a heal after this. But, it's still not near enough. We have to do the heals, so we have to do that. Is the shiv worth the mad scientist? No, I think we'll go mad scientist. And then we're getting whacked with a 23 hit there. We're still alive here. We can take you out with you. Do you. Then do this onto you. And then hit with these. And we're finally doing the poison damage. That's not too bad. Took a long ass time to get to the poison damage that we wanted. There's the accelerant. So we win now anyway. It's annoying that it took so long to get there, but we win now anyway. We still take 2 damage beforehand, because of course we do. But you're dead, the head has gone off, we're after getting liquid bonds, and a mailbox. When you rest, procure 2 random potions. That's honestly immensely useless. Useful, not useless. Choose a card and add 3 cards up to your hand. Exhaust. That's insanely useful too if you get away with it. If, though, it's a big if. Anyway, what do we get here? We get a heal and an actual chest with marble, so vulnerability put on for our first turn. And here we're just doing a heal. So let's see how this ends up going. Gamblers and retain hand. Interesting. So, why is this boss a problem? This boss is a problem because you have to battle it 3 times. It starts with 1 head, then you end up facing it, and a second head ends up appearing. And then after you end up beating it with 2 heads, a third head appears. So it's a pain in the arse to end up fighting. But we'll do what we can versus it and hope that it all ends up going well. Sorry, bear with us 1 second now. Okay. Beautiful. 7 minutes. Okay, we'll wait. Then we'll end up running for that. Cool. So, we have been on this run since we've started now. We've been taking it slow, but we've been enjoying ourselves. Can we beat the big boss of Stratum 3? If we do, we've gone up another ascension point, and this was a good owl display done for us. We ended up being able to enjoy it and keep it down grand. But we'll see. As you can see, 100 hit points to be done on them. 2 heads that'll spawn eventually. We need to try and get the damage in if we can as fast as possible. So the poison didn't come up first, because of course it didn't. Why would it? Then we go with this. Didn't show up, because of course it didn't. Fine, let's just do as much damage as we can since it's in that delay mood. We'll just take the hit. Immediately do that. And then let it wipe. And it's going to do 15 damage, but doing a wee bit back to him. So we're going to get a kill straight away, which is useful. So we can do that. You dead? Are you reviving? No. Okay, so that means we keep these alive for now. So that's good. So we'll end up having shivs show up later on. It's actually not particularly good to have shivs randomly show up, but it's not the end of the world either. So this is where this gets worrisome, because you see 10 by 3, it's a lot of goddamn damage. Yeah, mistake was made there. I should have discarded my hand and sent it back at him. So now we're at 4. Okay, it didn't show up for us. So we get rid of you and you. And do that. Take you and you. Do adrenaline. There's the accelerant. Adrenaline. Do this. There it is. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Now we go shiv, shiv, and shiv. I'm half tempted to use the retain. Oh shit! Oh, I'm only after noticing that's doing 40 damage. Christ. I've just killed myself. I've just killed myself. Oh, crikey. Well, we'll see. There's a chance we get out of this, but I think I just killed myself. No, we got out of it. We did not deserve to get out of that, but we got out of it. Now, we still have one more round to beat it. So, we're not done yet. I forgot that it has intangible. Okay. Take you. Take you. Take you and you. To which side, Senior up? Which side do you think is going to get the cricket score? We're so... That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh. It's gonna kill us by one. It's gonna kill us by one. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh. Anyway, we'll see what ends up happening with Yuri Tillemans and Santos and how we end up playing. Should be an interesting game for us. We're going to go back in with the Silent and continue to go on again. Maybe end up setting ourselves up in a similar way and see how we end up doing. But that's so annoying. That should have been a win for us. That's me throwing more than anything else. I need to jump back onto this game at some point. Well, I'm really enjoying it at the moment anyway. And when I come back, we'll be going back into the Silent and seeing what's ended up happening. I'm just going to really quickly use the loo as the advertisement goes on. So I'll be back in a minute, my friends. I have to say, Peter K, that was a particularly mean statement to end up putting down. That it's been 13 years since United's last title win. Was that something that we particularly needed to know? To just... You know? To just pot it right in and sneak in those quick little jabs to the chest that it is a 13-year period since we've won the league. Oh my god, it's already going to be long ball, isn't it? Oh no, we're going back to the days of Solskjaer. I hope not. We'll end up having to give it a bit of a go first, give it a bit of a watch. I'm not going to make any judge of characters for a bit. But, the hilarity of Darren Fletcher being one of the commentaries with Addy McCoist. Oh my god. Oh my god. Those are two unbelievable starting perks. And then it's this prick. Okay, fine. Yep, just consistent long balls by United so far in the first 2 minutes of this goddamn game. Have they made any changes to this game? I'm on the beta version, so a couple, but not that you would end up seeing, so I can't end up commenting on that Senior up, because I don't know what's currently on beta and what's currently on the main branch, so I'm just enjoying it as it ends up coming down. It seems to be more balanced, I must admit. It seems to be a lot more balanced than where it was when I was playing it last. But, you know, to each their own too. I'm really enjoying the game, but I really enjoy this game anyway. I enjoyed the first one. Never completed a run, to be frank. I have ascendancy with all of the characters. I don't have complete ascendancy with all of the characters, but I have ascendancy with all of the characters. So, you know, we'll showcase off the hair with the silent, and we'll try it into getting a run through it. Who's the Hull City goalkeeper? Konstantos Soukilias. Interesting, from Greece. I wonder if he's going to fill me with as much confidence as the Coventry goalkeeper did yesterday. I know Coventry lost that game, and people will turn around and say that Coventry didn't perform that good, and it was a case of mice versus men. But I do think that that goalkeeper ended up putting in a good performance all the same. Also, by the way, this is it's not a color clash, but like, looking at the two kits, you really don't want to look at the Hull kit versus the United kit. It's kind of a bit of an eyesore. I love how they're not commenting on the fact that Manu is getting nowhere near this team. That's genuinely hilarious to me that they're not commenting on that at all. Yeah, it's also horseshit that the fact that he's gotten so many points. We were the highest point scoring team in the league based on the period of time last season. It's a bunch of horse malarkey. We were playing once a week, and we were playing against teams that wanted to win. Can't believe Sesko isn't starting. I can, sure, he's just coming off of an injury. But it's nothing to do with the fact that they don't want him playing or that he isn't good enough to play. It's literally that he's still coming off of an injury. He's not 100% fit. Like, he's on the bench there, and he could end up being played at some point in time, but he's not fit. And it's kind of one of my problems that every single United manager does for some daft reason. And it's something I will never agree with and never understand. I do not know why United managers have such a proficiency to not use our bench, to not use our youth. They refuse to do it. Like, it's daft how often they refuse to use the fact that we have an academy and end up using them at all. By the way, I'm already dead. Oh, bollocks, I shouldn't have used that, yep. Shouldn't have used that ability. That's a mistake, Craic. That'll come back to bite you in the ass. Right about here. Yep. But yeah, no, we're only 6 minutes into this game. I'm not liking the way that we're performing. I mean, we have all of the ball at the moment, which is something, you know, you shouldn't kick a gift horse in the mouth. But I'm not liking the way that we're playing, if I'm honest. It's very, to me, it's very, very tennis football at the moment. It's very much counter-attacking. Hoof the ball until we eventually end up getting through, and Bob's your Uncle Happy Out will do it. Wade Barrett said the exact horse line last night, and it meant I had no clue what it meant. I don't have the quote beside me here up, otherwise I'd end up explaining it to you. Unfortunately, I don't have Wade Barrett's elocution to remember it off the top of my head and be able to quote it back to you. But yeah, he's typical at making those type of weird jokes. But I mean, if you can get away with it, why not? No one in WWE seems to give a shite about the fact that he's making those type of jokes, so what can you end up doing? Also, I might as well explode my heart in two. No, drink another Monster, have my heart absolutely implode upon itself. Okay, cool. Enemies drop additional gold, that's hilarious. We're becoming here. I think we take the upgrade. That's very funny, but we're going to be taking the accelerant. And here comes this big boy. For every shiv again. Not enough damage for it yet, so let's just do this first. Ooh, Huller asking for a card. Interesting, interesting. Wow, 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 wow. This is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be a very interesting game. Because both teams are going down really, really, really easily. And both teams are being a bit too weak, is probably the way I'd put it. That's probably the wrong way to put it, but it's probably the way I'd put it. They're just being a tad bit too weak at the moment. With that being said, I can still see Hull getting the goal before we do. I'm hoping that I'm wrong on that and that we end up having a good performance now and getting our way through, but we're just... I don't know, to me, we don't look good so far. "10 years ago since we've ended up facing in the Hull Stadium. Last time we ended up coming here, Marcus Rashford was the one that scored the winning goal for us. I mean, in theory, that could end up happening again today. I doubt it, but it could end up happening again today. I mean, you say it's a good battle. Both of them are falling down at every chance they can. Literally targeted the wrong one. Oh, god damn it, Craic. %67% possession to United at the moment in comparison to Hull's 33. But again, those stats mean diddly squat at the moment. Again, we'll see what ends up happening as the game continues to go on. It's a very slow game. Duels won. They've won more duels than we have. No shots on target for either side. There hasn't been a single shot in this game so far. Like, that's insane. We've had one offside. They have had one tackle. This will tell you how shit this game has been. They have had one tackle. They won that tackle. They've had 6 clearances and 1 interception. Like, that's how crap this game has been in 10 minutes. Like, those stats, I know that's you don't base a game on stats. You let it play out and you see what's going to happen. But those stats are... Oh, crikey. Bad is the way to end up putting what those stats are. And that's being nice. Ooh, nice save. Nice save by Salakis. Give him a bit of crack there. I mean, for the love of God. Game plan, put it over John Egan's head. Not a bad idea considering he's slower than the Titanic on land. You say that, and yet we're 10 minutes in and not a single shot on target beforehand. So, I mean, you can say what you want to, but whatever the hell they're at, it's working. I mean, you mightn't agree with the fact of the way that they're doing it or the fact that they're even doing it at all, but whatever they're at is working. As annoying as that is, seeing you're up. Interesting. No, I don't know. Look, I don't want to be negative. I genuinely don't want to be negative about our chances and everything, but I'm just not liking the way that we're playing. Directly at the keeper there, but I mean, Cunha's getting a shot off at least. This might be another game like the Arsenal game where I'm just getting so pissed off at the game that I finish early. I'm hoping not, but like, crikey. This could be a goal. Nice save by Le Mans. I mean, it's a save he should do. Let's be fair. It's a save that a goalkeeper in the Premier League should do. Though it was a nice header and a beautiful, like, solid ground state hammer the ball out of danger and the whole lot. But, like, you know, they'll make a bigger deal about that save than they should. It's a fairly rudimentary save. No bother, Pirates. Thank you so much for watching. As we stated before, lurking is always supported and always appreciated on this chat, so thank you so much for honoring me by staying and doing a lurk for us. I appreciate it more than you know, my friend. That's unlucky. Oh God, I'm getting old! I'm getting old! I am getting old. Yeah, we've killed our big boss there at the end of this first stratum, so that's not too bad. And we're taking adrenaline. Draw cards are immensely useful. And let's see now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're guaranteed 3. So what's our best route? Technically, probably up to you so we get the heal after the first one instead of going back to back to back. So even though we're facing an extra 2 monsters, probably... No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. Stop, Craic. It isn't. Be smart about this. Take this. Take the ring. So we have the Drake now. So our first 3 cards to turns, we end up getting more stuff. And come this way. You know, I'm not shocked at all. I'm not shocked at all that Hull City are leading. At all that Hull City are leading. We've been performing shit since the start. We're doing long ball football. We're trying to play over them, and in a team that's not trying to bloody win, in a team that's trying to just get a draw or trying to go that way, Haller ended up doing it. Set piece ends up doing it. Defensive malfeasance. Lemens with an okay save, and then it lands down in the feet of the Hull attacker. So what do you expect? There's nothing that can end up happening there. Haller 1-0 up. I think we're just done. I think we're just done in that game. I think we've already just lost. We don't have teeth. We don't have teeth. We don't have a striker up front. We look like ghosts. The fact that it took 16 minutes for a shot on target from either side is a joke. But we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, there's still more time. Hopefully we can end up making our way through this, but to be honest, they deserve to have that goal for the moment, so I can't be too, you know, finicky. I can't be too, up my own ass about the fact that that happened. Still, hopefully we come back and get a quick goal back, but I don't see it. Do you think so? I don't. I don't. I think there's a significant chance it stays 1-0. Though, we'll see what ends up happening. You can already see desperation going through a couple of the players there. Yuri Tillemans just whacking. Absolutely just whacking the ball, not giving a shit where it goes to, who it goes to, or anything like that. Just whacking the ball as far as he can into the bloody area there, and it going absolutely nowhere as a result. So, I don't know. So we'll see what ends up happening, but like, I don't know. It's amazing that this song is playing in the background as well, because we bloody deserve to have, you know, dourness and everything is about to end feeling come over us. Like, I said it from the start, so I'm not going to take glee or gumption in the fact that I'm probably going to be proven right, but I said it from the start that Michael Carrick was going to be a mistake. That we shouldn't have used him as our manager, that we should have went for the likes of Julian Nagelsmann. I said that from the start. Now, does it matter? No, not really. But they, with the way it's going now, they could easily be 2 if not 3-0 up at the moment. Now, just in the last 10 minutes. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. I don't know. I'm half tempted to put on Goldbridge and hear what he's saying. I love how people are complaining about our defenders. That had nothing to do with the defenders. Absolutely nothing to do with the defenders. Like, it's before it even got to the defenders that was the problem there, is the fact that they even came to the corner time that was coming around there. Oh, I know it's only football, but a man can complain, you know? You know, a fan can complain about the fact that things are going absolutely catatonically shite when you're looking at what's going on, you know? Add normality. Not a chance. Never this would be shuffled into the draw pile. Place it on top instead. Okay. give you the perfect fit, because we're going to go with a Shiv build. Lost Wisp. Whenever you play a power, it's not worth it. Not for decay. I like that relic in a whole lot. It's not worth having that on us unless we got to a shop straight away, and we don't have guarantee that we're getting to a shop. Though we'll see what ends up happening here. This enemy is a pain in the arse. So we'll see what ends up happening. 17 damage. Take you and do this, because we don't really have a choice, do we? Get ourselves some defense. Whenever you play a card, lose 1 strength and 1 dexterity this turn. Oh, that means that this is not the day to be doing this crap. Okay, how do we go about this? This literally destroys our build. That's hilarious, because this literally destroys our build. But I suppose we'll do as much as we can to it first. And then we'll use you then, because there's 7 up there, so this... Well, it's meant to go into the draw pile. Oh, whatever, game. Anyway, let's see what ends up happening here. In we go. Another 10 damage down. And... Yep. 1, 2... Hit you. We're fucked. We're fucked. We've met a monster that fucks us. This is stronger than any of the elites that I ended up facing, if I'm honest. Yeah, I mean, it's doing it per hit of the knife trap. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I don't have a choice. I have to abandon the game. We've just lost. We can't beat it in time. That's insane. Met an enemy that completely counters the build. That's insane. Doggo with a good attempt there, I must admit. Good attempt by Doggo. He almost got it. Anyway, let's go back into this and try again. That's such an annoyance that we ended up meeting a build that completely countered. It happens. I kind of like that it has that situation, that something like that can end up happening, you know. So we'll see what ends up happening now. We'll continue on now. It's looking like we've already started with a Shiv build again. So up this way, there's 1, 2, and 2. There's another one. There's the third one. Okay, so we know the way we're going immediately, so that's nice to know. No bother, big man. Tell your gran I said hello. Have a good conversation with them. And we'll chat to you as soon as you come back, Senior Duck. Okay, cool. So we started doing the shivs now. So we're going to end up getting plenty of shivs damage in. Now, we do need, if we're going to do shivs, to do this in a way that makes the shivs actually work. The build that we had the first time worked because we ended up having poison and the shiv just knocked the poison. So we need to make sure that we're starting to build up whatever we're ending up doing. Now, that's one of the things that might be more useful in this game than in the other game where you need to actually get your cards. So, in that particular case, what I'm doing here might be the wrong move because, where's the poison coming from? Oh, I must have used poison somewhere. I completely lost my train of thought there. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Jesus. I've seen more agency out of the bloody dead. Like... I don't have words for it, like... The only thing I can describe it as is we're playing like I did versus Everton in the FM game. Really bad passing, really slow connective play, no fire at all. We look dead on our feet. And this is the first game of the goddamn season to look dead on your feet. I mean, we're not being outplayed by Hull. That's just not true. That's just not true. That's not what's happening. But we're also just not doing anything, which is the other problem. Like, we're definitely not being bossed around, but we're just also not doing anything, which is kind of hilarious. Like, the fact that one of the players that's probably been the most offensive is Maguire is absolutely hilarious and tells you everything you need to know about the way that we're playing. Now, Dogu should do a lot better there as well, but you can't be mean on a young'un like Dogu, you know? Oh, for the love of God. Just knock him on his ass. That's hilarious. Oh, okay, we get this before we get to our first elite. That's very good. We don't have a lot of money for in here, so this is a bit of a waste, but let's see. Whenever you draw a card, deal 2 damage. Interesting. Block down the... Okay, we're not taking anything. Move on and get on to our first elite here. So... So the reason I have that reaction for this boy is when you hit him, he goes up for 6 defense. So the best, like what you really do here is just go whack and then leave him alone and then whack. But like then you have this one back here in the corner that's just going to do a lot of damage. So it's just like a SWAT to a storm. These guys just go whack and wallop your fucking health points down. And unless you have a way of doing all damage, which we don't have set up on this build yet, it just rips you into arsehole. There's 14 and that. We have to do this. And we're still probably going to do damage. Tree. No, blocks it thankfully just enough. Which means we go... If we do that, we get rid of the tree. This is only 3 damage. By doing this, it should bring us down to 6, which is 3 damage. But let's do it. And now the advertisements are up. So we wait for the advertisement to finish before we continue to go on, because we want to let people be able to see what we're doing and continue on that way. And maybe in that time period, United will score. We're more in the box. We seem to have our head in the nose of the goal a wee bit more, but we still don't seem like we're actually willing to end up going for the goal at the moment. So we'll see what ends up happening here. We seem invisible, which is a horrible thing to end up stating about the new Manchester United team. Like, we're not playing with any proper fluidity. We're not playing with any proper focus or intensity. We just look like a team that's asleep on our heels. We seem like we look like a team that's doing the final game of the season instead of the first game of the season, to be honest. Hall of 20 duels won and 11 and 4 tackles won at the moment. So they're winning the physical duels at the moment. That's kind of light. That's kind of light to give to Santos now, to be honest. Just 1-2s between your number 6 and your number 4. Why not? With a long ball down to bloody Luke Shaw, who butchers it immediately. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it'd be funny if it wasn't so tragic. Genuinely it'd be funny if it wasn't tragic. Adrian Heaven there now, passing it up to Maguire. Maguire to Santos. Mazraoui. Buemu, who's not playing as a striker, by the way, so I don't know who's playing. I think Bruno is playing as a shadow striker. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Bruno is playing as a shadow striker because he seems to be the furthest person up. But I don't know. I genuinely don't. Euro with a card too. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Looking at us, this is scary. This is scary to look at. This is scary to look at. Terrifying, actually. It's not even scary, it's bloody terrifying. What is with the long balls? If we really could be playing Solskjaer ball for the entirety of this goddamn season. Oh, it looks like we are. Looks like we are. It looks like we're going to be playing nothing but long balls for the entirety of this goddamn season. Oh, but time will tell, I suppose. This is a really good remix of the song. DJ SM, Spectrum, and Million Garris. Really good remix of the song. Yeah, beautiful. We got away with it. The guy who scored for Hull today hasn't scored in the Premier League since 2021. That's a stat and a half to wear on your hat. Also, are we ballsy enough to try and take on the elite with 12 hit points? A potential enemy and an elite. I mean, we haven't even gotten past the first stratum. So I suppose, let's be ballsy. So we can heal up, or we can give ourselves Spiral, which is replay. I actually think the Spiral is worth it, weirdly enough. I think the Spiral is worth it more than the actual heal is, if you bloody believe that. I'm gonna regret it. I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to regret it. I know we're not going to make it out of this. Oh, we're not making it out of this. Of course it's you. Of course it's you. Why wouldn't it be you? Why wouldn't it be the one that we can't do damage to? Ah, that's genuinely hilarious. Why wouldn't it be the one? Oh, I don't have words. I don't have words. What do you say about that? Well, what I say about that is he shouldn't have been the fucking manager to begin with. That's what I say about that. He shouldn't have been the fucking manager to begin with. We shouldn't be playing long ball fucking football. We shouldn't be playing like bloody cowards. That's what I say about that. But at the end of the day, it's exactly what we bloody deserve. Exactly what we bloody deserve. We're just absolutely shite. Another set piece that Lemons should do better on himself there. That is admitted. But like another set piece, another piece of malfeasance by us. We deserve to be 2-0 fucking down. We're absolutely horse crap. Craic shouldn't have had the job. He shouldn't have had the job. He shouldn't have had the job. And that's the big point about it. He shouldn't have been the manager. Like, he shouldn't have had the job. He shouldn't have had the job. That's the true point. He shouldn't have had the job. I mean, it ain't over till as is always the case, as we remember.
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
But as I said earlier on, this easily could be 4. This easily could be 5. Like, we're not doing well. Oh, what a joke. What an absolute joke. Absolutely hilarious. Complete joke. Complete farce, even more than being a joke. It's just a farce. Score! Score! Oh, that's a funny joke. Absolutely hilarious joke. We're not gonna score in a motherfucking Sundays. Not with the way we're playing. Fuck off. Doggy, what was that? Look, I know you're young, and I don't want to be burning any players, but you've been doing rogue passes the entirety of this goddamn game. And then we've been doing long, bloody intersectional crosses into the goddamn ball, diagonal crosses from one end of the pitch to the other. Oh, I don't know. Focal point? How can there be a focal point when you're trying to cross the ball halfway across the fucking pitch? Like 40-yard crosses will not work for you. It'll work once in a blue moon when you're being an ultra bloody counter-attacking team. Like, that's the one thing about this is we're playing as a possessive counter-attacking football team, a play style that has never worked ever. A play style that has been done by 4 previous United managers and has failed with every single one of them, and then this tit ends up coming in and doing it. I don't know. I don't want to be mean to Michael Carrick. He shouldn't be in the bloody thing, but like, I don't know. Holy crap. Yeah, set piece management. Like, that's the one thing about it too. All of our problems so far have come from set pieces. Though at the same point in time, that's not a valid excuse at all. It doesn't matter that they've come from set pieces. It's come either way, you know? Finally got to the first game of the season. Yeah, I know. That's what we're currently watching, Senior Duck. Well, pay attention. Pay attention, my man. Pay attention. Though I know what you mean. I know you mean on your FM save, you complete and utter dry shite. Why? Everyone... What? That's a statement that I just don't get. A large number of people eating humble pie that Hull are 2-0 up versus bloody United. There are gallon of bloody United fans that said this was going to end up happening. Gallon of them. Problem is, it's an 8-game season. What bloody team are you playing that it's an 8-game season? Duck. You have to explain that one to me. What team are you playing that it's an 8-game season? I've never heard of such a thing. Doggo, my man. Doggo, my man. Holy crap, Doggo. I mean, crikey. I don't want to be mean to you. This is a dreadful performance. Tier 10 of Japan, 9 teams in the group, only one goes up. Well, hey, at least you know what you're at, big man. The hell are you doing? Fucking Cunha with the hand up in the air like this, like he doesn't fucking care. Why is he putting his hand up to hit the ball? Holy crap. Ugh. Okay, anyway, we might have a problem here on this one, but we'll see what we can do. Mistakes were made. Well, shut up with your sponsorships. Down comes there, cross in, nobody there. And then the goalkeeper ends up picking it up. I mean, I don't know. Ooh. Take Two. Interesting this. Take Two have done a subpoena there looking for the Discord accounts of the people that have done the leak for GTA 6. And they're currently looking to try and file criminatory practices against them for actually doing the leak. Some people are saying that's the reason why people want to bring in digital IDs, so that it's easier for companies like that to end up bringing people to quote-unquote justice for the crap that they're doing against people. Oh, it's just something new for a bit, Duck. We're gonna see how it goes. Don't know how long we're gonna keep it, but hey, Luke Shaw doing a long throw-in, by the way. Waste of goddamn time. Absolute waste of time, him doing a long throw-in. Like, it's half time now. We're absolutely shite. Absolutely shite. We deserve everything that's come to us so far. Like, I don't have reactions for it. It's that bad. I mean, to be fair play to Novell Mendy for getting that second goal. I mean, both goals are piss goals. Like, they're not great goals. But, I mean, if you can get them, you know? Whatever ends up working for you. Anyways, I do apologize, but that game's actually pissing me off, and I'm just after getting a message about something that I need to end up doing. So sadly, I'm not going to be able to stay any longer than that. So, you know, I watched the first half of it anyway, and that's all a bit of crack. So I'm going to end up letting you off and seeing where you end up going. So I'm going to send you off, my friends, and just end up giving the following raid message if you can. Well, then in that case, I'll stay for a wee bit longer. It's just because this game, the United game, was pissing me off. I can stay a wee bit longer. I can tell the person to fuck off. What are you up to, Aura? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you?
Why?
In fact, I'm not going to watch the United game. If they bloody win, they win. No. No. Fuck it. I've told the person that I'm done. I just was in a bit of a dour mood. United are 2-0 down. They're performing like fucking fecal exchange. I didn't have anything to talk about, and as a result of which, someone texted me there about potentially meeting them to watch the rest of the game, so I thought that I might end up doing that. But hey, if there's more people to talk to and more crack to end up having, then fuck it, why not? Let's stay for a wee bit longer. Oh. I just will keep an eye on the thing in the background, but I'm not going to end up having it on because it's pissing me off, which is what I should have done to begin with anyway. But how's your day treating you, big man? What's rat form? Huh. I haven't seen these before. Okay, well, we're taking this. Not too bad so far. Just woke up. Hey, that's the best way to be. No, Duck, it wasn't about that. It's just that you weren't bringing in anything new to talk about, and you ended up talking about your new football game. Oh, crikey. Talk about putting your foot in it. Anyway, are you doing anything for the rest of your day, or... Also, by the way, Duck, are you... I suppose I should ask, are you doing anything with the rest of your day? Other than, you know, having your brand new FM save set up? Is there anything you're planning on doing, big man? I swear. I don't know yet. We'll see what we feel like. Well, that's good. I might go to the neighbours on Sunday. Well, that's something to look forward to, big man, if you end up doing that. How are the neighbours going nowadays? Is there anything good, grand, or exciting with them nowadays, big man? Got their grandkids around. Oh, that's nice. At least you're able to have a good bit of crack with them and see how it all ends up going. Do you think you might end up streaming at all today, Senior Aura? Or anything like that? Or do you need to focus on college or anything like that? I need to start doing some more research and elements like that. I've also, maybe this is a mistake, but I've also applied for a security job here in Sligo. Because, you know, I shouldn't have said that. Here where I'm from. Because, you know, even though I want to be in the tech trade, nothing seems to be coming around, so we need to get some work, don't we? They're still struggling after the granddad passed away later last year. The joys of that. Horrible to hear when people are having that type of situation happen, because like there's not really much you can do or say to make them feel better. You can just hope that time helps cure the wounds, sadly. You know, it's one of those horrible situations that there's not really much you can end up doing about it, you know? And just hope that any friendliness, any, you know, good grace you can end up giving over to them is something that ends up helping, you know? Well, they say it's easier to find a job when you're in a job. Well, there's that. It's also, it might end up making me feel better because I'm giving myself anxiety over the fact that I don't have a job, which is an interesting problem for me to know that I have. The fact that I hate spending money when I don't have a job is an interesting problem. Like, not particularly a bad one. You know, frugality isn't a bad thing to end up having. Oh, for the love of God. I don't know if we can beat him. I do not know if we can beat him. We're gonna hope. I don't know if we can beat him. With him giving us tender, I don't know if we can beat him. Yep. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think we can beat him. We beat him before he beats us. I don't bloody know. Not doing that, I won't. I mean, we're applying poison to him, so slowly but surely we can end up doing damage, which isn't bad, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, what a whack! This goddamn enemy. Okay, we might be able to win. Yeah, good. This enemy's been a wallop on our arse for the last 4 times we tried to face him, but at least we got him this time. Looking back, I've only really recently realized how hard the deaths hit my family. As in, short while, my grandma's husband passed, her best friend and her bro too. No. I'm just keeping her Connie, big man, trying to stay happy, trying to stay good, trying to improve myself and the things around me and just, you know, do something with my time. One of the things I've been doing a lot recently is when I feel my mood starting to turn down, as you probably ended up noticing there with the almost abrupt finish before Aura ended up coming in, because to be fair, you know, all it takes is for someone to convince me to stick around. Is when I start to feel a little bit down, I think about pissing off, which is probably a bad mentality to have, but hey, you know, no one ever said that the Craic was an intelligent person. I also need to get used to be okay with the fact of a tiny bit of silence. I mean, I know what they say in streams that it's the debt notice to end up having silence. And it probably is right about that, which is the reason why I try to talk as much as humanly possible on these streams. But you know, It's also good to continue at them. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. I do it all the time. It definitely clutches up sometimes. Ah, yeah. It's just sometimes you can get over it really quickly as well, which is the thing about it too. I've got a few days to try and get my sleep pattern sorted for next week. Well, what's next week that you need to get it sorted for, Senior Duck? I don't know if you've told me if they're what's on or what you're doing. My sleep cycle's fucked. Like I'm 50 hours, currently 50 hours with no sleep. No, it's better than most of the times that this has happened, but it's still fairly bad. By the way, we're dead. Back to voluntary. I didn't go on Thursday. Felt awful because of it. I mean, just do what you can, big man. Don't let yourself feel awful about it, you know? Just need to send something. Anyway. Seeing the rain that morning didn't help me, as I'd have to go for a walk in it before getting there. You know, shit happens. You know what? Considering we failed 3 times now on... No, screw it, we won't. Let's continue with the silent. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Take the gold and we'll get rid of greed. Oh no. Idiot, Craic. Idiot. Okay, so that's a big pain in the ass, but we'll worry about it when we worry about it. So we know which way we're going, at least. We're going up this way and then up there. We're probably not going to make it through it, but there's 3 elites that we can try and do. So I'm just going to quickly use the loo, my friends, once the advertisements is going in, and then I'll be right back. So just bear with me. Okay, sorry about that, my friends. Joys when you notice something else broke on top of everything else. So, you know, just kept at it. Also, United game is back up and operational. So we'll see if we can come out with spit and fire and see if brimstone ends up coming with any of our heart. It's funny hearing the commentators laugh about this, Darren Fletcher and bloody Ali McCoy, because I don't see anything funny about the performance that's happening here. And it also already, 1 minute in, doesn't look like we're coming out with any piss and vinegar as well. I mean, you can call it a dream start if you want to. I'm of the opinion to call what's happening here as horse manure. Now, with that being said, Rashford is now on for Dogu, and that is the right choice. Dogu just wasn't performing good, so I would love if Rashford scored now. He had to come on, but we'll see. Okay, anyway, where are we going here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. So, let's go this way. Wish us some luck, because we might actually need it in this case. Also, let us know if there's any stream issues, because we're doing something in the background at the moment, and hopefully it won't cause any problems. But yeah, no, all's good, grand, and delicious here, so we'll just see. Do that there, do this, hit and hit. It's amazing seeing Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada sat beside each other, thinking that things are actually good. I think the thing that's annoying me most about the way that United are playing at the moment is just the passing. Never mind the fact that we're just really bloody not trying. It's like it's a Sunday league game. Like, we just don't care about it. Never mind the fact of that. You can deal with that later on. But the fact that the passing is just so shite. Like, I don't know. Still, United, there's enough time, obviously, for United to easily get these 2 goals, but, like... with shite like that, it's hard to be able to say what they're at. Also, stupid of me not to notice that, I wasn't going to do enough damage there. Why is Maguire up so far? Yeah, I have to stop being so contrarian. Okay, good. We'll do the Phantom Blade. Can we get something out of this? Nope. God, we're shit at corners. Wow! God, we're crap at set pieces. To be fair, we're crap at everything, but wow, we're crap at set pieces. I know Up was pulling the piss about Egan. Egan has been phenomenally good for them today. I mean, it doesn't help. Like, he's going up against horse craps. Like, he should be phenomenally good against them. But Egan has actually been probably their best defender. For whatever the hell that's worth. Yeah, but that's what you get when you guys are inflating stats that don't actually matter. He's only lost 2 games since he ended up taking the position. That's 100% fine. You do want to take into account the other eccentricities that end up coming into that one. Like the fact that most of them are against big teams in one time of that. Salahat, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you today, my friend? How is life going? I hope that you're enjoying yourself. I hope that it has been a good owl day. We're here just enjoying ourselves, playing some Slay the Spire at the moment, and watching United get absolutely destroyed versus Hull at the moment. I mean, there is 30-odd minutes left, so they have a chance of ending up getting back into this, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Lionel Messi has been fined by the MLS after appearing to strike Philadelphia Union player Quinton Sullivan in the face in Inter Milan's 2-2 draw. Interesting. Again with these long passes. Oh my god. Oh, they actually piss you off. The Slay the Spire, it's going grand. Although it was until it apparently just decided to crash. Oh no, here it is. Good. Good. I thought it crashed there for a second because it just wasn't working for me, but it's working. The United game, absolutely horse crap. But what can you do about that? Mbuemu. Why would you do a feint and not hint to the fucker you would, Bruno? That's basic! Oh my god! It's almost like these fuckers have never played with each other! That's basics! Whatever, I'm being stupid now. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be letting this annoy me as much as it is. So a slabhead using his head when someone's using their foot is typical bloody Harry Maguire, to be fair. I still suspect they're probably going to get their 3rd goal before we even get, if we even enter the idea of getting a shot on target. Never mind getting a goal before we entertain getting a shot on target. Which is, you know, genuinely hilarious. Ooh, good. We might have a chance at our big boy. I'm going to take the upgrade over the heal. Because I think Envenom is useful enough for it to work that way. I mean, Rashford's trying. Bless him, he's trying. I mean, it's a waste of time, but he's trying. Yeah, take the regen, because we're going to end up getting a whack here of damage, and then you'll regen yourself, and that's something. And then we'll just heal ourselves here, because we don't have a choice. Then hit you, hit you, hit you, hit you, and block once. I mean, it'd be nice now if we had the poison that we had before that does... What the fuck, Clement? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. Not for me to question it. Not for me to question it. No bother, big man. I'll be on now in 1 second. She's just loading first. Just getting the shaders to finish up, big man, so then we'll be over to you in a second. Oh my god, they're still doing it. They're still doing it. Oh, long ball 40-yard crosses in to try and break away from a team that isn't doing a high block. They're not doing a high block. If they were doing a high block, it'd be something. What the fuck do you think doing long balls into a low block is going to do? That's what I said. Everyone was saying these are the easy games to start for United. But, like, they're not, because these are teams that do low blocks, and low blocks have been United's problem for years. It's hilarious when you think about it.